Welcome back to Kid Travels.
Kid Travels!
We will have a very long and amazing day ahead of us, so why waste any time? Let's get started. Morning, guys. I'm standing near the path of the Arnastapi Arches, and it's like this very cool place where there's like a hole in the rock, and all the water goes through it. So, see you there. Near the 16th century, when the Danes still ruled Iceland, Arnastapi was the big trading port for commercial fishing boats that anchored here to unload merchandise. The port was so successful that the villages flourished for more than 200 years. Now it's a national park. When I arrived there, at first I couldn't really see anything, and I was practically frozen by the cold. But as I came closer, this huge rock with a ginormous hole in it appeared in front of my eyes. The way I think of it is there's the small eye right there, smaller one, and then there's the nose below, and even lower there's the mouth, and then like right next to it there's this ginormous head in the middle, and the shoulders are on the side, and then like the stuff on the top looks like a bridge, and also could be like the hair, and then like the ocean is like it's not. I'm back on the road. I was feeling kind of lonely, so I decided to travel with my BFF. That's right, guys, Santa's watching. I also brought some snacks from the United States and was now snacking on them since the food in Iceland is so expensive. I think I got lost. Can't find anything but a great place for a swim. Though I think it might be a little bit too cold. What do you guys think?
Gold, gold, gold!
I walked around, ditched the swim, because I decided that the water would be a little too cold.
Oh!
I'm now heading for the most photographed mountain in Iceland. So this is the Kirkjufell mountain. It turns out to be the most photographed mountain in Iceland. And then there's this cool waterfall here, and lots of tourists. I hear if you come here in the summer, this place is packed with tourists. Yeah! So I guess this isn't actually that bad. Check out this sick Icelandic folk song that I found. I think it goes very well with the waterfall views. Can you guys believe it's only 3 p.m. and already getting dark? Winter in Iceland, what can I say?
So I'm going on a tour to Ice Cave. And like this is the giant truck that I'm gonna be riding to get to Ice Cave. So see you soon. So I'm on a special ice truck heading to a tunnel that's like inside a glacier. So it's pretty cool. And like right now there's this path where we're like covered in rocks and mountains. It looks very cool. The cool thing about this truck is that when you get on the glacier, you can pump some of the air out of the wheels for support. So like the wheels can grip the glacier tighter. Then when we get down, we can pump all the air back in. So then we can like still be on the truck.
That didn't make any sense. What I'm trying to say is when the truck is back on the ice, they pump the air out of the wheels to get more traction. Then they pump it back in when we're back on the road. The driver has an iPhone app to control the tire pressure. They've got an app for everything these days. Oh yeah, and that's me talking into the wind. Pointless, really.
So the guy actually let me go up here in the truck, which is like the best part, because I actually get to go in the driver's seat, and I can see everybody else in there. It's very cool.
Go ahead.
Earlier this truck.
3 lekker stöð í Blaka. 22 þarna með sér.
Earlier this truck was used to carry missiles, nuclear missiles, which is cool.
In case you couldn't hear me, what I'm saying is this is a converted missile truck. It used to carry nuclear missiles. Then they threw away the missiles and swapped the cabin onto the truck instead. If you ask me, that's a pretty good change. Now we're getting onto the glacier itself. Check it out, it's 3:30 and the sun's already set. See, that's me, still trying to talk in the wind. All I get in the microphone is just a bzzz. It was very cool being out there, like being in the North Pole or something. So much snow and wind. Now I'm inside the cave, and it's like extremely dark here, so it's good that I have a light here to like see stuff, I guess. And like all the walls are covered in snowy ice. It's amazing. And outside there's this huge snowstorm. It's cool. We're walking into a tunnel carved into the ice.
So I had to put these on for my shoes, so now my feet won't slip on the ice. Now it's much easier to walk.
I'm following the guide into the tunnel. I really hope he knows what he's doing, 'cause there's a blue light at the end, and I hope that's not a coming train.
So this is like the Blue Lagoon, just much better.
Now we're in the third stage, which is called solid ice. It's now the pressure is that much, all the oxygen has gone out of the ice itself, and it starts to echo. This is the perfect place for the travel. This is actually a water pocket. Water pocket. Yeah. So because the ice is so solid now, when the water is traveling through these glacial veins, they dig through the second layer of the glacier, and it cannot go any further because the ice is so solid. So it traps the water inside. If I would drill it this warm, water will come out.
Okay, so I'm gonna drink this. So it turns out each of these like lines, like this line, this is ash from the volcano, and this is the summer because like the water melts and it becomes ice, and all this white snow, it's winter because like the snow goes onto it and it becomes like this snowish ice. So this was once like 15 meters of snow because like it fell onto it and then it all squeezed into ice. So yeah, I think that's very cool.
You guys can see this small hole over here.
Yes.
Yeah. It used to be a hole here as well. But we just made a line here to see it. This hole here was dug 2 years ago. And last year, and this one 2 years ago. They were about this size. You can squeeze kind of a 4-year-old kid in there.
No, don't put me in there.
And we haven't done anything to it. The glacier just heals itself. You're gonna see how fast it heals itself. So if we would go out now and nobody would come here for 10 years, all this would just slowly close in, and there would be no evidence of this even being here whatsoever. Because on the summertime everything melts here.
Okay.
So it's a lot of water on top of the glacier, and then when the winter comes, everything starts to freeze. That's why it looks like this frozen water. And then this snow comes. In the winter time, we can go up to 10 to 15 meters of snow here. And this is 15 meters of snow. Because it compresses down and gets, more narrower and narrower. And so yeah, this is summer, another summer over here.
Yeah.
This is a terrible winter over here, you can see a really short winter. And we're gonna go all the way, the oldest ice we're gonna see is around 50 years old. Over here is around 20.
20.
I'm at the huge crevasse.
Yep, that's a huge hole in the glacier. Leads down to the heart of the earth. Wonder how many people fall in there.
Oh my god!
Now it's slowly closing in. It's around 40 meters. The length of it, 400 meters. In about 3 to 4 years, this will be closed. But then another one will open up in the same place. But we will not be on the same place yet, because we are always moving. The black lines represent how the glacier is today, and the blue is the ice and the snow at that time. So the glacier started forming 7,500 years ago. The last ice age version. And then
What he's saying is the glaciers are melting fast, and pretty soon they're all gonna be gone. When that happens, the ocean levels will rise, and you and I will be swimming a lot.
It's had a long day, but my food is finally here. This is the Icelandic version of rack of lamb. And it comes with broccoli, carrots, mushroom, and a turtle. Hi, buddy. Okay, so now I'm gonna try it. That's good. Melts in your mouth.
That's not puke, guys. That's soup. And it was pretty good, too. Do you guys know what I did when I was done with it? Yep, you guessed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!